The Philippine Army has a proud history. However, it is now entering one of the most important periods of its history, as it seeks to modernize to meet the challenges of today and tomorrow. Years of operations against insurgent and secessionist forces took their toll on the Philippine Army. Furthermore, the Philippine Army and the rest of the armed forces of the Philippines had suffered from years of underfunding. By the 1990s, it was obvious to the military leadership and the politicians that something had to be done. This resulted in a piece of legislation known as the AFP Modernization Act. The aim here was to provide a legal framework for a 15-year defense modernization program. Although the act came into force in February 1995, it never achieved its objectives due to lack of available funding. In 2018, the Philippine Army activated the Mechanized Infantry Division. For the main purpose is to give rise to a modular force structure aimed at creating standardized, flexible and versatile elements, capable of accomplishing virtually any assigned task. Because of this, the Army requested a new fleet of modern armored carriers to replace the aging fleet of wheeled armored vehicles. In this video, we will take a closer look at the armed forces of the Philippines' acquisition program of a wheeled armored personnel carrier. We will look at the capabilities and advantages it can give to the troops, but most importantly, the costs, and the question is, how long it will take to complete this project.
Martineer 330 for 62, low 665.
301, Freedom Marshal, case for recovery, CV1 approach, expected final bearing 331, altimeter 3001. 301, Marshal 170, 24 Angels, Niner.
The Philippine Army has seen the need for more wheeled armored personnel carriers to be assigned within the mechanized component of its newly formed 1st Brigade Combat Team. In 2017, the Philippine Army requested 114 units of new wheeled armored personnel carrier, in addition to upgrading its existing fleet of Simba and V-150 Commando 4x4 armored vehicles. While in the negotiating process, the Battle of Marawi started, so the Philippine Army made an emergency request to approve 28 units of Guarani wheeled 6x6 APC. Then in June 2018, the budget of 28 APC units was approved by President Duterte. So how the Philippine Army choose the Guarani wheeled 6x6 APC? Among the offers that were evaluated by the Philippine Army are the following vehicles. First is the Anoa 6x6 APC from Indonesia's PT Pindad. The advantage of the Anoa is the Pindad Arms Industry Company is the willingness to do technology transfer and investing in building armored vehicles in the Philippines through the GIA Defense Industrial Estate in Bataan. Second is the Pandar 6x6 APC from Czech Republic's Excalibur Army, the original design made by Steyr Daimler Puch of Austria. The company has been absorbed by General Dynamics European Land Systems, but it appears that Czechia's Excalibur Army, a part of the Czechoslovak group, has the license to build and sell the Pandar 2 6x6 version, but the General Dynamics European Land Systems continue to hold on to the 8x8 variant. The third is the Arma 6x6 from Turkey's Otokar. It is an excellent design and has potential as Bahrain and the United Arab Emirates selected it, despite its country of origin Turkey is not using it. Fourth is the Pars 3.6x6 from Turkey's FNSS, which is the more successful design and model from Turkey than its competitor from Otokar, said to be one of the best in terms of protection compared to its other competitors. The Pars family used by the Turkish Land Forces, the Malaysian Army, and the Royal Omani Army. The fifth is the Guarani 6x6 from Italy's Iveco defense vehicles, through Israel's Elbit Systems. The design was developed jointly by Iveco Defense Vehicles and the Brazilian Army for its military program. The Iveco Defense Vehicles adapted the design of Guarani of their Super Amphibious vehicles 8x8, which eventually was selected by the U.S. Marine Corps for its Amphibious Combat Vehicle program, to complement and replacement of the BAE system assault amphibious vehicles. Elbit Systems' participation in the Brazilian military program led to be selected by the Philippine Army. Sixth is the Tigin 6x6 from South Korea's Hanwha Defense. The design is for the export market, with Malaysia being the target buyer. Hanwha is actively looking for an export market for the type, as the Republic of Korea Army has adapted its competitor from Samsung Techwin. Each of the vehicles has different characteristics and a different set of positive and negative components. The Arma 6x6 and the Tiggan 6x6 may have issues meeting the requirements of the revised AFP Modernization Act, as it is not yet in service with the country of origin in South Korea, nor at least to other foreign countries. In the case of Arma 6x6, it is not in service with the Turkish security forces, although the Royal Guarani Army is using it. The Philippine Army said if Hanwha Systems was willing to invest in local assembly or production of the Tiggan, should it be selected, as like what Pindad Arms Industry Company offered if the Philippine Army selects the ANOA. The Guarani 6x6 APC will not have issues meet the same requirement as it is already in use with the Brazilian Army, the Argentine Army, and the Lebanese Army, in addition to the U.S. Marine Corps ordering the Super Amphibious Vehicles 8x8 as part of the Amphibious Combat Vehicle project. Excalibur Army was said to have offered the most numerous in terms of quantity, offering more than 28 units of their Pander to 6x6 due to be cheaper and submitted to the Department of National Defense. The cost of 28 Guarani 6x6 APC is $2,265 million and 200,000 pesos. Now, let's see the capabilities of the Guarani 6x6 APC. Passenger capacity, has to crew, and can carry 9 fully equipped troops. Weapons and defense, equipped with Elbit system remote control turret, a 40mm automatic grenade launcher, and a 7.62mm machine gun. It should also be able to fire anti-tank guided missiles. This turret with weapons sights that can be stabilized into axes, allowing firing on the move, with a very high probability of hit within the first shot, and it capable of 360-degree swivel and elevation. The firing system has a laser rangefinder, vision and fire control by day or night thermal vision, automatic target tracking system, and hunter-killer smoke launchers. Operational range. The Guarani equipped with a PFT 383 horsepower diesel engine, coupled to a ZF fully automatic transmission, which will give a maximum road speed of 100 kilometers per hour and an operation range of about 600 kilometers. Equipped with modern information and communication systems, called the C4I systems, in service on board ships and aircraft. Using this in fleets of land forces like the APC will give more mission success for the ability to process growing volumes of tactical data. It means networking different units on the move. This system will open up a new horizon for land forces of the Mechanized Infantry Division, with new capabilities, like shared situational awareness and decision support, and all the benefits of integrated command chains and optimized logistics. Guarani is also an amphibious vehicle that will eliminate the risk of using bridges in operation like in the Marawi City crisis. The project delivery schedule is adjusted to which is now to be completed by 2022 instead of 2021. The modernization process will take many years to complete and will see the Philippine Army look to acquire equipment from a diverse set of suppliers. They will obtain best value by mixing the acquisition of new equipment with efforts to obtain surplus equipment from other sources. In this regard, the Elbit system was already proven and effective, all of which makes the Philippines one of the most active and intriguing defense markets in Southeast Asia at the present time.